everyone, we're in the very non-mystical realms of my bedroom, but I'm recording this as the first exercise I actually learnt as a pagan. I learnt this before I learnt chakra balancing, and I still use it, probably not as often as I should, but it is a really good way to reclaim your space. It also works as a casting circle as well, so it's a really good double-edged exercise to use, which is why I love it. And what I'm going to do today, I'm just going to talk you through it. So it's called Blue Bubble, and what it does, blue is a very calming colour, and it's also very good for reclaiming your space. Air colour, so helps with communication, and so it'll also help with your communication with your higher self, and also with whichever deity you want to work with, or if you're working with the Fae. Very good, true colour, very good for the throat chakra. So everything we're going to do today in this little exercise, very quick, very easy, but there's a lot behind it. Now why we use it, why we want circle, we've covered in the theory anyway, but it's also good if you want personal space as well. And I find it, because I'm empathic, so I pick up other people's emotions, sometimes I can be so overwhelmed by that I don't actually realise what's mine and what someone else's. So if you're not very well, if you've got any health issues, if you've got anything like that at all, I've had bronchitis for a few weeks, which is why I'm doing this. It's a really good way to help focus any energy that you have got, so that it's protected and it's not leaking out to anybody else, and you're not picking up anybody else's crap at the same time. It just helps you recover more quickly. So lots and lots of reasons to do this, and really should do it more often myself. But it's really easy. You remember before we did the rhythmic breathing, I always use the pattern of 4. So I'm going to start that now. So we go with a pattern of breathing in for 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in again for 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So while I'm talking, if you carry on breathing in that rhythmic pattern of 4, so just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're just calming your vibration down with that lovely rhythmic breathing pattern. Carry on. You breathe, I'll talk. As you're breathing in, just want you to feel what's happening around you, what your space feels like. Probably good to shut your eyes to do this, because I want you to sense it rather than look. And what I want you to start to do now, as you breathe in, I want you to breathe in only positive energy. So imagine that you're breathing in all good stuff, and it's cleansing you. Anything negative is going down through your feet. It really helps if you've got your feet on the floor while you're doing this. And when you're breathing out, I want you to breathe that positive energy that you're breathing in out in a nice rich blue colour. So what you're going to do, just and breathe out blue. And what I want you to visualise it doing is coming out about 1 metre in front of you, all the way around, including behind and above and below. So you're creating this beautiful blue sphere, and it's just filling up. You're adding energy to it as you breathe in, breathe out. It's just filling. That space is being filled. Now what you'll notice as you start to do that, it's quite good to do if you're in a crowd or anything. You'll notice people start to observe that personal space a bit better. If you're in an office, you'll find that people don't come and crowd you perhaps so much as they would. They'll maybe stand a little bit further away, which is quite nice anyway. But we can help them do that a little bit more, because after all, it's our space and we want it respected, and we only want people coming in to that meter if we've said, hey, it's okay. So now we've actually built it up, so carry on, just breathe in, top it up. So you've got your nice sphere now, just all around you. We're going to edge that sphere now, just to let them know, hang on a minute, we might look light and fluffy, but we're not. There's an edge to us. So we're going to visualise stainless steel from the top all the way down and round, completely encased in stainless steel. So again, breathe in. Your blue's still there, you're just topping it up with the stainless steel. And what that's done now, it's given you a really firm boundary, so you can work within it. You can do magic, you can cast your circle, this is casting your circle, so you can do your magic, you can do your spell work, you can do anything within this sphere. Unlike if we cast a circle in group, where we have to uncast, with this, because this is our personal circle, we can take it with us, it's portable, which is fantastic. And you can top it up every couple of hours. It'll stay naturally. You don't need to take it down. Top it up every couple of hours if you're going through a difficult time, if you're not feeling very well, if for any reason your space feels invaded, just all you've got to do is think the breathing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and visualize it topping up. So it's a great way to do it. And the last thing, if you've really got to grips with the stainless steel and the blue, we can top it up as well with gold, which just really gives us this wonderful illusion of, hey, you know, she's really chilled, she's really sorted. And again, all we do, again, we've got the stainless steel. Remember to do the stainless steel first, because gold is quite a soft metal, whereas stainless steel is nice and rigid. And anybody tries to throw any of their energy at us, it's great for empaths as well, because it's just going to bounce off. But we'll edge it with the gold as well. So just breathe in and blow out pure gold around the edge. You're going to look lovely and shiny now, which is fantastic. But your space is going to be respected and nice and solid. And the beauty of that is that if you're not very well and you haven't got much energy, the energy that you have got is going to be used on your healing, instead of on all the things you might be worried about. And also, if you're within that space, other people aren't going to come and try and... Some people are actually quite good at picking up, they don't do it consciously, but they're quite good at picking up somebody who's giving out, oh, I feel vulnerable, I feel ill, I don't feel very well, and they'll come along and take your energy, and that'll make you even worse. So by protecting your boundaries, you're actually doing something towards healing yourself, even though you're not even doing any healing, if that makes sense. So it's quite a good little thing to do. I feel better for having done it just with you now. So that one is called Blue Bubble, and I recommend you do that as often as you remember. It's really useful. But there is another one I can do, because obviously in order to do Blue Bubble you have to be quite calm. You have to have a couple of minutes at least to breathe, to get the breathing in place. So there is a short-term emergency one we can do as well. And we've all seen the old-style prisons with the gates that come crashing down. Well, what you can do in an emergency, if you're really feeling overwhelmed or threatened, you have to first of all make sure that these are coming very close to you, because you don't want to shut the thing in with you. But just visualize, take your little finger and your thumb, because you don't use that for anything else. This is your call upon gesture. And you're feeling threatened, you just click together and everything pulls down and everything's locked out straight away, instant, like somebody's flipped the lever and they're down. That's instant protection. And when you do that, if you visualize at the same time, if you possibly can, energy going out from the solar plexus chakra in a sudden burst, so it's just going, I'm self-confident, fuck off, that can help as well. So that one's just like a gate trap, if you like. And the idea with that particular one is it's designed to give you the ability to get to a properly safe space. No magical work is a solution. If you're in an unsafe situation, it can help you reach a safe space. It's not an alternative to doing that, but it can help. And the last exercise I'm just going to talk you through as well. This is really useful if you're in a crowd, or if somebody's really pissing you off, or you don't want to just be don't fuck with me, you know, fuck off, find someone else. You actually really want to be aggressive and on the don't come near me, and we've all encountered people like that, where you haven't wanted to approach someone. You don't really know why. They just look a bit fierce and a bit intimidating, and yet there's nothing about them that should make them intimidating. Well, they're probably doing this subconsciously, but the beauty of being pagan is you can learn to do it consciously, and it's called spiky aura. Well, we've already discovered where our boundaries are, but you know, when you're in a crowd, especially for me, I'm 5'1", and everybody I always go out with is very, very tall, and if you're out in a club or something, people can be knocking you, and I get a bit annoyed. So what you can do your breathing, and then visualize hundreds and hundreds of spiky pins sticking out from that aura, so it's very, very sharp, and you're actually fuck off, leave my space alone, who the hell do you think? You get quite angry, and that will go off across the pins. That's what's being sent out, and you'll suddenly notice all of a sudden the space clears and you've got a little bit more room than you thought you had a few minutes ago. So that's another really, it's a bit of a variation. They're all variations on a theme, but they're all personal circles that can really help reclaim your space. As I say, can use them for magic as well, but it's just a good starting point to casting a circle that will help in your everyday.